Good morning, everyone. Okay, so welcome back to the next session. Okay, for the subject Transportation Engineering 1. Myself, Assistant Professor Nitish Mohite. Okay. Completed ME Civil Structures. Okay. So we'll have an brief overview on the points that we have seen in the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, we have gone through various points like what is the scope of highway engineering or importance of highway engineering, what do you mean by highway engineering, okay, what do you mean by highway, okay, Indian Road Congress, that is IRC, okay, then correspondingly what are the modes of transportations, what are their limitations, okay, or how they are being useful, okay, then correspondingly their what is the important part, okay, from infrastructure development point of view, okay, that points we have covered in the previous lecture. So in the today's lecture we are going to cover these points, that is road development plans in India, then that are Nagpur road plan 1943, Bombay road plan 1961, Lucknow road plan 1984, NHAI, that is National Highway Authority of India, NHDP, that is National Highway Development Program, then PMGSY, that is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, MSRDC, that is Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation, objectives and functions of MSRDC. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So in the previous lecture, we have seen that the Indian Road Congress was been formed by the Government of India, that is IRC. Okay, so which was been formed in order to collect the ideas and correspondingly expertise for planning and development of the roads in the country, okay, and to undergo for the maintenance whatever is required or whatever the research is required, and according to that certain objectives were been decided by the IRC. Okay, so after that the road development plan came to existence. Okay, so that was nothing but first Nagpur road plan, then Bombay and Lucknow road plan. Other than that, right now other plans are also there, but basically starting with this. So before that IRC, we have seen that a Jaikar committee was been formed. Okay, so which was been just according to the IRC. So we'll see one by one road development plan in India. So in order to get the ideas clear, okay, what type of road is to be constructed, how the classification of the road is to be done, what should be the width of the pavement, what should be the material to be used for the construction, okay. So depending upon such classification or importance of the road, the development plans were being developed in India as per the step by step, okay. So we'll see one by one. So basically, we know that road plays a vital role in the economic development of the nation. Okay, and it is one of the easiest, convenient, and economical modes of transportation. Okay, so it also plays an important role in the defense as well as in the cultural progress of our country, that we have seen, that is in case of infrastructure development, it forms an corresponding important role in the defense, that is strategic role, okay, and cultural progress of our country, that is transferring the knowledge with respect to each of the nearby states, or also with respect to the within the state or within the nation also. Then highway development and planning is very important in the overall development of the country. Okay, so unless and until your road development is not there, the progress or overall development of that particular area, or in general we can call it as development of the country, doesn't take place. So it is very important. Okay, so it deals with the planning, development, traffic operation and control, pavement design, construction and maintenance of the roads. And after the end of the First World War, okay, the demand for a better road network was increased. Okay, and the existing roads in India were not capable of carrying the heavy traffic which was been going on and the transportation. So after the end of the First World War, the whatever the needs are required or whatever the specifications are required, that were been termed, or just certain specifications were being laid down and the work was being carried out. Okay, moving further. So first, so highway planning and development in India. So basically there are three: Nagpur Road Plan, which was been formed in 1943, then Bombay Road Plan in 1961, and Lucknow Road Plan in 1984. So each was been planned having a duration of 20 years. Okay. So here you might say that 1943 is there, and there 1961 is there, and then 1984 is there. Okay. So basically, after the duration of the Nagpur Road Plan was started at 1943, so adding 20 years, it was 1963. Okay, but the whatever the achievement was been, or the target was been decided in 1943, that is to complete within the duration of 20 years. It was completed 2 years before only. So the Bombay Road Plan was been revised and converted to 1969, likewise of the Lucknow Road Plan. So we'll see one by one. Nagpur Road Plan. Okay. So time period of 1943 to 1963 was there. So the first 20-year road development plan is also popularly known as Nagpur Road Plan. Okay, so this road development plan was popularly known as Nagpur Road Plan. Okay, so for the development and construction of roads to the government took, so they took a conference of chief engineers at Nagpur in 1943 of all the states. Okay, and correspondingly, at the initiative of the IRC, okay, to finalize a road development plan for the country. Okay, so it was the first attempt for the road development program. Okay, so correspondingly, in which after calling the chief engineers at Nagpur, it was been decided that correspondingly, whatever the specifications are required, what type of roads are to be constructed, so that will been decided in this Nagpur road plan. Okay, so the construction and development of the roads were been assigned to the central government of India. So it was been decided that whatever is the work to be carried out, okay, so that will be carried out under the central government of India. It was not being allowed to the state government. Okay, so whatever the construction and development of roads were supposed to be done, so as per the central government of India instructions, they were been supposed. So the target road length in the Nagpur road plan, so in the Nagpur road plan, it was been decided that 16 kilometers per 100 square kilometer of the country, it should be constructed. Okay, and as I told you, the whatever was the duration, it was from 1943 to 1963, that is 20 years, but it was achieved 2 years before only, that is at the 1961 only. The correspondingly the roads were been achieved, that is the road construction. So in this first 20 years road development plan, all the roads were being classified into 5 categories, that is national highways, then state highways, major district roads, other district roads, and village roads. Okay, so in this correspondingly conference, okay, it was been decided that correspondingly a systematic development should be done of the road. Okay, so for forming the proper road networks. So the target road length in the Nagpur road plan was corresponding 5,32,700 kilometers. Okay, so moving further, next one was the Bombay road plan. Okay, so as I told you, the target duration of the said Nagpur road development plan was been achieved 2 years before. So this Bombay road plan started at 1961 only. Okay, so adding 2 years in that, 20 years in that correspondingly, it was supposed to be completed at 1981. Okay, so second year road development plan was initiated by the IRC, that is Indian Road Congress, in the year 1959 only. Okay, and this the target length, okay, was 32 kilometers. So in the initial Lucknow, in the Nagpur road plan, it was 16 kilometers per 100 square kilometer, but here you can see there was increase. Okay, as they achieved the target 2 years before, so they increased their rate of construction of the road And correspondingly, they decided to construct 32 kilometers per 100 square kilometer. Okay, so the total length that was been planned was 10,57,330 kilometers. Okay. Correspondingly, the construction of the expressway of about 1600 kilometers was also included in the Bombay Road Plan. Okay. So this was regarding the Bombay Road Plan. Moving further to the Lucknow Road Plan. Okay. So it was again 1981 to 2001. So each road plan is having a duration of 20 years. Okay. So the third year road plan was prepared by the road wing of Ministry of Shipping and Transport with the cooperation of various experts and organizations in the field of highway engineering and transportations. Okay. Correspondingly, whatever the work was been done, okay, it was supposed to be carried out by this only. Okay. So the targeted load density of the Lucknow road plan was 82 kilometers. So you can get an idea that in the initial for the Nagpur, it was 16 kilometers per 100 square kilometer. Then for the said Bombay road development plan, it was 32 kilometers per 100 square kilometer. And in the Lucknow road plan, it was 82 kilometers per 100 square kilometers. Okay, that is targeted road construction. So there were certain factors that were being considered while considering the or objectives, okay, of the road development plan. So the main objective of the Lucknow road plan was to connect the main cities and provide a fast moving corridor to minimize the travel time. Okay. Then to reduce pollution and carbon footprint of vehicles that are traveling between Lucknow and Agra. Then to enable farmers in Uttar Pradesh to move agricultural and other horticulture products rapidly to the main cities for the efficient and safe movement of traffic on the roads, preservation of environment, and conservation of energy. Correspondingly, overall improvement of the road safety. Okay, so these were the objectives of the Lucknow road plan. So correspondingly, the thing was that the whatever the classification was been done by the Nagpur road plan, it was been revised in this Lucknow road plan that we'll see. So in the Nagpur road plan, correspondingly, the classification of the roads were as per follows. We have seen that it was national highway, that is NH, then correspondingly state highway, SH, then it was major district roads, MDR, then other district roads, ODR, then village roads, VR. But in the Lucknow road plan, it was revised and it was been classified as primary, okay, that in which it was been considered expressways and national highways. In the secondary, it was state highways and major district roads. And last, it was tertiary in which it was being considered that other district roads and the village roads. Okay. So it was been revised. So IRC's road development plan vision 2021, that was correspondingly additional 22,000 kilometers. Okay, national highways should be constructed up to this year, that is 2021. Okay, so thereby raising a total length of national highway to 80,000 kilometers. Okay, so a target of 10,000 kilometer was been supposed to be constructed in addition to the previous 1,600 kilometers of the expressways. So which been proposed. Okay, so till the it is supposed to be constructed. So correspondingly, they decided to lay assess of correspondingly certain tax on petrol and diesel. So which was amounting to rupees 6,000 crores per year. Okay, so which will be utilized for the developing of the roads or overbridges, etc. So next point is nothing but NHAI, that is National Highways Authority of India. Okay, so this National Highways Authority of India was been formed under the NHAI Act, which was been formed in 1988. Okay, so correspondingly, So this NHAI, that is National Highway Authority of India, is nothing but an autonomous organization that looks after the management of the complete network of national highways in the country. Okay. Then the headquarters of this NHAI is present in the New Delhi, so which operates under the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, that is MORTH. So this National Highway Authority of India has signed an MOU, okay, that is Memorandum of Understanding with the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, and the Northeast Center for Technology Application Research, okay, that is NECTAR, in 2016, that allowed the use of special technology for highways monitoring. Okay, so whatever the network or the construction of the road is been going on, so with the help of this ISRO or NECTAR, they can have an overlook what type of correspondingly work is going on in the country. So it has been interested with the National Highway Development Program, that is NHDP, so which along with other minor projects that has vested in it correspondingly 50,329 kilometers of national highways for development, maintenance, and management. Okay. So as of July 2021, the total length of national highways, okay, including expressways. So as I told you, correspondingly, the length was initially 1,600 kilometers. So after that, it was been supposed to increase by 10,000 kilometers. Okay. So as of right now, July 2021, the total length of the national highways, which includes the expressways, it is right now 1,32,499 kilometers. Okay. So while highways or express constitute only about 1.7% of the total length of the roads, so which carry about 40% of the road traffic. So all this information, that is whatever are the values that have been represented here, that are been available on the NHAI official website. Okay, you can check these values. Okay, so all these values are been given there. That was the latest value. Next is the NHDP, that is National Highway Development Program. Okay, so National Highway Authority of India, that was NHAI, so which formed this NHDP, that is National Highway Development Program, so which resulted in forming this NHDP. Correspondingly, that whatever the work is supposed to be done, okay, so that should be done under the NHDP only, that is National Highway Development Program. So in that there were certain phases, okay, through which it was decided, likewise development plan only, road plan, that what type of road should be constructed, what should be the length, okay, and correspondingly from what where to give the importance. So this NHAI has the mandate to implement the national highway development projects. So under this, the phases are there. So in phase 1, so which was approved in December 2000, so at an estimated cost of rupees 300 billion, that is 30,000 crores, it included the golden quadrilateral portions, golden quadrilateral, then portions of the north, south, east, west corridors, and the connectivity of the major ports to national highways. Okay. So we know that the golden quadrilateral is nothing but which joins the major cities in our country, that is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Calcutta, and north, south, east, west corridor. Okay, so which connects from Srinagar in north to Kanyakumari in south, and east west corridor connects the Silchar in east to Porbandar in the west. Okay, so in the correspondingly, the length of the golden quadrilateral was supposed to constructed, that is 5,846 kilometers. The north, south, east, west corridors were 981 kilometers. Okay, including the port connectivity, that was 356 kilometers, and others, that was 315 kilometers. In the phase 2, so which was approved in the December 2003 at an estimated cost of rupees 343 billion. Okay, so which included the completion of this north, south, east, west corridors and other 486 kilometers, that is 302 miles of the highways. Okay, so as I told you that this north, south, east, west corridor connects the north in correspondingly Srinagar to Kanyakumari in south, and correspondingly Silchar and Porbandar in east west. Okay. In later on in the phase 3, which was been approved in the March 2005, Okay, and 2006 it at an estimated cost of rupees 222 billion, which includes an upgrade of 4 lanes. Okay, so correspondingly to 4,035 kilometers of national highways. Okay, on BOT basis, that is built, operate and transfer basis. So whatever the upgradation was been done, okay, so which was been based on the basis of BOT, that is built, operate and transfer. So in Marathi, which you called as बांधा वापरावं हस्तांतरित करा. Okay, so that is nothing but BOT. Later on, this third A phase was only been approved. Okay, in April 2016, 2006, at an estimated cost of rupees 543 billion, so which includes an upgrade to 4 lanes in addition to 4,035 kilometers, that is 8,074 kilometers of the national highways. So here you can see the golden quadrilateral. Okay, here you can see golden quadrilateral, so which connects the 4 major cities of the country, that is Mumbai is present here, Chennai, Calcutta and New Delhi. So this is nothing but the golden quadrilateral, which is having a length of about 5,846 kilometers, whereas this is nothing but the north south east west corridor, which connects the, as I told you, in Srinagar in the north and Kanyakumari in the south, and correspondingly Silchar in the east and Porbandar in the west. Okay, so correspondingly legend is been given here. Okay, and correspondingly golden quadrilateral is also been marked here only. Okay, so the north south east west corridor correspondingly is having a length of 981 kilometers. Okay, so this is nothing but the sketches of showing golden quadrilateral and north south east west corridors. Moving further, so that was the phase third. So after that phase third, phase 4 was there, which include widening of 20,000 kilometers highways and existing single lane highways to convert into 2 lanes with paved shoulders. So till now the paved shoulders were not being included. So correspondingly, it was supposed to include in that. Then later on, correspondingly phase 5 was approved in October 2006, which include to upgrade the 4 lane to 6 lanes for 6,500 kilometers, that is 4,000 miles. Okay, so at an approximate cost of correspondingly 1,67,000 crores. Okay, so out of which 5,700 kilometer was of golden quadrilateral. So this phase was been entirely based on DBFO. Okay, and phase correspondingly last 6 is this phase which was approved in November 2006, will develop 1,000 kilometers, and later on phase 7 was been there. Okay, so which was been approved in December 2007, which will develop ring roads, bypasses and flyovers to avoid traffic bottlenecks on selected stretches at a cost of rupees. It was 16,680 crores, that is 167 billion. Okay, so as the research was been going on, they came to know that we are supposed to provide certain bypasses or develop ring roads or flyovers, so that whatever the traffic is going to take place at particular road or highways, it can be avoided. Okay, so these were the certain phases that were being developed under the NHDP. Okay, so this NHI helps in implementing special accelerated road development program for northeastern region, project to upgrade national highways connecting state capitals to 2 lanes or 4 lanes in the northeastern region. Okay, so that was dealing with the said NHDP. Okay, now we'll move to the further point, that is PMGSY, that is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. Okay, so which was been launched by the government of India to provide connectivity to unconnected habitations as a part of poverty reduction strategy. Okay, so as I told you previously, the road development decides the overall development of the country. So it was been decided under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, that is PMGSY, to connect the particular area which was been poor. Okay, and standards and facilitating policy development were being done under this PMGSY and planning at state level. Okay, in order to ensure sustainable management of the rural road networks. Okay, so this was under the PMGSY. And last part, that was MSRDC, that is Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation Limited. Okay, so this is in Marathi, we call it as Maharashtra Rajya Raste Vikas Mahamandal Maryadit. Okay, that is MSRDC. So you might have seen the board like this, Maharashtra Rajya Raste Vikas Mahamandal Maryadit. Okay, so this is fully owned by the government of Maharashtra and was established on 9th July 1996 and incorporated as a public limited company under the Companies Act 1956 on August 2nd, 1996. So which is responsible for developing, building and maintaining roads in Maharashtra. So whenever you see the roads which are being constructed, so you might have seen such kind of boards are there that welcome to Maharashtra and whatever the roads are being constructed by this Maharashtra state only. Okay, so when you just leave one state and enter to the other state, they are writing their name that welcome to this state and whatever are the roads are being constructed by that particular state. Okay. So this MSRDC is responsible for building, maintaining and or developing building and maintaining roads in Maharashtra. Okay. So MSRDC has completed its 25th anniversary as on 9th July 2021. Okay, so 25 years have been completed for forming the MSRDC. Okay. So certain objectives are there of MSRDC that are as follows. So to improve and develop integrated transport infrastructure such as roads, expressways, bridges, flyovers, MRTS, ports, rail projects, airports, etc. Then to raise resources for the identified projects. So as of you might be well aware that various bridges are to be constructed new in various parts of our Maharashtra state. So in order to, so they are identifying and they are trying to raise certain resources in order to construct that said projects. So to follow transparent and competitive bidding procedures to ensure quality works at the most economic cost. So you might have heard that as the work is of government, so certain contracts are to be given. So for that, tenders are being taken and bidding procedure is being taken so that the quality of the work is being achieved within the most economic cost. Then to encourage private sector participation in transport infrastructure. So this is the main part. So they try to get participate of the private sector for the transport infrastructure. Why? Because whenever the roads have been constructed in that particular area, you might have seen that while traveling from a particular part, the names or the correspondingly boards of that particular whatever are the companies are there, they are been written there. So they are been providing the finance for constructing that road. Okay, so that is nothing but to encourage private sector participation. So these were the objectives of MSRDC. Okay, so this MSRDC tries hard to deliver exceptional, strategic, and integrated infrastructure services to the state of Maharashtra. Okay, and which encourages the use of state-of-the-art construction technology to reduce construction period. Okay, so these major functions of the MSRDC corporation are to promote and operate road projects, then to plan, investigate, design, construct, and manage identified road projects and the area development. Then to enter into a contract in respects of the works and any other matters transferred to the corporation along with assets and liabilities. Then to invite tenders, bids, offers, and enter into contracts for the purposes of all the activities of the corporation. Then, so there are in all 7 functions. So to promote participations of any persons or body or association of individual, whether incorporated or not in planning, investigation, designing, construction and management of transport projects and area development. So as we have seen that they are giving chance to the expertise person, those who are expert in that. So they can just put up their ideas and they can work over that and correspondingly whatever is the work, they can work on it. Okay, so to undertake schemes or works either jointly with other corporate bodies or institutions or with government or local authorities or on agency basis in furtherance of the purposes for which the corporation is established and all matters connected therewith. And the last part, that is the last function, is to undertake any other project and other activities entrusted by the state government in furtherance of the objectives for which the corporation has been established. So these are the various functions of the MSRDC corporation. Okay. So here we will stop for the today's lecture. So in the today's lecture, we have seen the NHDP, NHAI, correspondingly road development plans, Nagpur road development, Nagpur road plan, Bombay road plan, Lucknow road plan, how the classification was been done of the roads as per Nagpur and Lucknow road plan, and what was the correspondingly phases that were been taken into consideration by the NHDP. Okay. So we'll stop it here. Thank you. We'll meet in the next meeting.